Good morning and welcome to the RV homestead. I disappeared for a few weeks. It's been a crazy few weeks. The mad scramble, because we are officially no longer full-time RV residents. We moved out of Trudy. So it's official, we're no longer full-time RV people. We actually have a barn-dough, and we now officially live in the barn-dough. And I've been taking care of projects one after the other, just kind of, and part of that is transforming what has been home for the last year, actually more than a year, almost a year and a half. Turning it into a visitor's parking area and getting moved in over here. We have one final obligation from the builder, and they're working on that today. And you're going to get to see a time lapse of what they're doing. And what they're doing is correcting someone else's mistake. Spray foam crew that did the patio, they drug a tarp around, but it seemed to be in the wrong place every time. And so we had orange spots, polka dots all over the patio, and they came back with a pressure washer and created very artistic designs all in my concrete. And so the master crew is here to solve that problem for us. And you'll get to see them work in a hyperlapse mode. And then we'll talk about the rest of the stuff, because I have videos from the last several weeks that you haven't seen. So let's go revisit some of that, and then we'll come back here and see what they've done. We got stuff happening. We have a cement crew building forms and a cement truck to fill those forms. So after today we'll have one thing left, and that's the floor. I guess we need to stay out of their way. And there we go. I have a thing I'm going to do at the front when they're done. Probably 2 days. So it'll be in this video. I'll be doing the lighting. I'll be doing the thing in this video. Wednesday morning. Cement guys were here and gone in one day. Of course, it wasn't an elaborate project. Let me see. I am putting some Amazon light products to the test. We're going to see what it looks like at night with some small, subtle uplighting. I don't want to go real bright. Friday morning. Here we are. I got to move that red barrel. That's bugging me. It's like, hey. Being red, it draws the eye. So the floor lady said we would be able to walk on it today, but it's rather potent. It still makes your eyes burn if you walk in there. There we go. We got some sheen on the floor. And that would not be Charlie, just a sheen. All right, let's go to the back. You're fortunate that we don't have smell-o-vision. Oh, whoever cleaned those windows needs to do it again. That would be me. I volunteered. Okay, we'll check back in later. Sunday morning. Man, we're both just exhausted. It has been like a mad scramble. And part of that is our fault. We pulled the trigger too early on some stuff. But we had the apron poured. I put down landscaping fabric to hold the sand at bay to some extent until we get the slag put on the driveway. I'm still sorting stuff out, but here's why you haven't had a video from me in a few weeks. We've been opening boxes. I know I do a lot of box opening, and boy, we have been moving and opening boxes. After they poured the apron, we went and loaded up the last of the garage patio stuff I had stored at Mom's in the big building there. Brought it here, and then we unloaded the small. We had 2 storage rooms rented. I'm looking for a light here. So we had 2 storage units. We still have more boxes. We gave away a whole bunch of stuff as we were packing the other house. And we still have a bunch of stuff. So I had to move all that stuff 3 times because we didn't expect to have the garage floor refinished as well. The issue with the garage floor was the equipment that they were using just leaked oil and fluid all over the concrete, and it just looked horrible. It looked like a garage floor, not a new house floor. So the builder was gracious enough to skim coat that. And we're going to put a sealer on it before I get too much more set up in the shop. But we had to get I had to get my shop stuff in order. So I put together a bit of a shop. I got all my tools, most of my tools now in one central location. So let's look at the patio. We've been opening lots of boxes. Still got to find the location home for that stuff. We got to get rid of that. So I will be cleaning this. All the white is residue. It actually washes off. But I need a big brush buffer. So that will probably end up being a video. The kitchen's coming together. Yeah. I have, you want to know how many trips, you can look up here between the, you can see I made a little road, a trail. I've made so many trips with the two-wheel dolly. So, yeah, we're done, I guess, until I get into the next project. I'm not sure what that's going to be. But we will check in. I have several projects going on. So we're going to close this out so I can get the video posted and loaded and move on to the next one. I have not been able to get in the headspace to create videos. Just too much. Anyway, I'm rambling. All right, if this is your first visit to the homestead, I sure appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate if you consider clicking on that subscribe button. For those of you who have been following, thank you. I know your time's valuable. I appreciate you spending some with me. And for our patrons, your generosity is most appreciated. Thank you. You guys rock. We'll see you next week.